And good afternoon. Welcome to the DE Turf Sports Complex in Frederick. I'm Mike Lang for 302 Sports. And tonight the National Guard game of the week is going to be Sussex Tech and St. George's Tech. It's a tech battle tonight down here in the middle of Delaware. And we are joined on our pregame show by Sussex Tech's Thomas Barrett. And who's a senior at Sussex Tech, and yes, Coach Don Golosinski. And we're going to chat a little bit about Sussex Tech lacrosse. And Thomas, we're going to talk to you a little bit about your future. And first, let's get to Coach Golosinski. Coach, you guys are 2-4 this year. The wins over Wacomico and Delmarva Christian, and then losses at Cape, not at Cape, but to Cape, Lake Forest, Smyrna, and Gunston out of Maryland. So tell me, give me a little assessment of what you've seen this year that you've liked and maybe haven't liked so far with the Ravens.
We graduated the all-time leading scorer in the school's history. We're playing a lot of sophomores and freshmen. We knew we were going to be rebuilding mode. We also knew the front part of our schedule was a little rough, so we think we're in a more manageable part of our schedule. So we feel like we can be competitive from here on in. So our kids are growing up. We have probably one or two many freshmen starting for us.
That's part of high school, isn't it? Let's talk to us a little bit about some of your people, if they're going to be out here at the game tonight, who they're going to be looking forward to score and maybe make plays for you guys.
We think we have an outstanding long pole midi and junior Chase Snyder. We think he's a collegiate prospect. We think we have a great young sophomore attackman by the name of Ben Yelverton that we think is a dominant player. We think Thomas is one of the best face-off young men in the state. So we're still looking for our scoring. Getting our feet underneath of us. So we're looking for somebody to emerge. So we're not sure who it is yet. It's
quite a big roster you have here. I'm not sure this is a JV and varsity mix here.
Well, we have what we call part-timers, as we're trying to find the pieces to put together on it. So some of the kids play half and half. So
how about in that, who are we going to be looking at? Who's playing tonight, and is that your normal keeper?
That is our normal keeper, Mac McLaughlin, very intelligent young man. I think he's number 11 in the class. He's our goalie. This is his first year starting, though, and unfortunately we graduated our 3-year starter goalie. So it's again one of those kids who's growing with us. But we think he's a pretty special young man, intelligent and fast hands. So we're hoping he pretty much took the Delmarva Christian game over, and if it not for him, I think we'd be talking a different story right now.
Thomas, you're a senior at Sussex Tech, yes, and how many years have you played lacrosse?
I played lacrosse all 4 years of high school.
Is this something you grew up playing?
No, I came in as a freshman, and I had a lot of people around me. One of my best friends had played lacrosse since he was in elementary school, and he really hyped up the sport for me, so it really made me interested in maybe trying out for the team my freshman year. So, I came out for the team, and I made it, and here I am now.
What is it about lacrosse that you enjoy? Obviously, playing for 4 years, you enjoy it. What did you like about lacrosse?
My favorite part of the lacrosse is probably the face-off, because it's something that, not everyone can do, because you have to be really fast with your hands, and it takes a certain technique. And I wouldn't say that I'm the best. I like to be humble about it, but I just like to say I'm fairly decent at it, and I think it's pretty fun.
And for somebody who's learning lacrosse like me, I see guys out in the face-off, and usually see a little do-si-do going on there and spinning around in a circle. I'm sure there's a lot more to it than just fighting the other guy. It's not just brute strength. I'm sure there's more to it.
Yes, there is a little bit more to it than that. Yes, you have to make sure that you clamp the ball and what you're going to do with the ball depending on what your wings are doing on our team and on the other team, whether they're guarding our wings or whether they're spacing them out.
So we heard your coach's perspective as one of the seniors on the team. Just give us a little bit of a look at from your standpoint what it's been like for Sussex Tech this season.
Sussex Tech this season, like Coach said before, we're in a very big rebuilding stage. We had a lot of great leaders last year who unfortunately graduated and are moving on to bigger and better things, and it's time for some of the kids like me to step it up this year and just to show the younger kids who are going to be building the program, how the program runs and how it's expected to be.
Now, Thomas, we have you here partly because of your face-off abilities and your lacrosse abilities, but also this game is brought to you by the Delaware Army National Guard, and you have a future in the Delaware Army National Guard,
Yes.
from what I understand. Tell us about what you'll be doing come June, I would guess.
I enlisted in the Delaware Army National Guard on Halloween, actually. And on July 2nd, I ship off to Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri for basic training. And directly after that, I stay in the same place, and I'll be going to AIT, or Advanced Individual Training, to become an MP, or a military policeman.
I was going to ask you where you're going to specialize, but it sounds like you already know. You know, Benny over here is a retired policeman from, where, Benny? Rehoboth Beach. He got the cushy Rehoboth Beach job. And it happens, you retire early and you can go to work for 302 Sports and
Yes.
produce high school sports and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
What is it about the Guard that attracted you?
The sense of family and the sense of leadership and the opportunity to move up in an organization that's larger than myself. And, you know, I talked to the recruiter that's in Georgetown. His name is Sergeant First Class Hastings. And, you know, he really changed my mind about the whole perspective, because my grandfather was in the Air Force, and he was really, you know, leaning me towards one edge. And, you know, I have a couple of friends who enlisted as well, and, you know, they told me to go talk to him. So I went and talked to him, and he really changed my mind about some of the things that I didn't know about the Army, like the educational element of it. Like I plan on attending the University of West Virginia, and they're going to pay full tuition of that, which is great.
It is great.
And a lot of people don't know that. And obviously it gives you an opportunity to learn how to lead, which I think is a very important aspect of life, because in every organization and every job, you're always going to have someone who needs to lead people. And I think it's an important skill that everyone should need to know.
I imagine the support you've gotten from your classmates and your family has been pretty significant.
Yes, everyone who I've ever talked to have supported me 100% of the way, and especially my parents. My parents, especially my mom, mainly. She's been there since day one, and I told her I wanted to enlist, and she was gung-ho about it. She wanted to get all the paperwork done that night. I said, all right, we need to settle down.
Maybe she can't wait to get you out of the house. Is that what it? No.
It might be, yes.
So now you go to Sussex Tech, which draws from all over Sussex County, obviously. Where do you live?
I live down in Lewis.
Oh, okay, so you're driving across about halfway across the county to get to school.
Yeah, it takes me about a half an hour to get to school every
That's
day.
a nice little trip. So I imagine it gets a little worse as vacation season rolls around.
It gets a little worse, you know, making class and everything, but I try my best, yes.
Well, that's good, because we need you to graduate so you
Yes.
can join the Guard. Coach, when you have a player like Thomas, I don't know how long have you been at Sussex Tech?
19 years.
So you've mentored a lot of young men, and you've coached a lot of young men. When you see somebody like Thomas, who knows what he wants, and he had a goal, and he's there. He's only a few months. He just has to graduate. So you got to go to class and everything.
Yes.
What's that mean to you to see somebody like that and succeed?
Thomas, came to me, and he explained the situation, and he misses practice from time to time. And the great thing, I'm his teacher first period, so he's late a lot. The trip from Lewis, so that worked out rather well for both of us. But I'd like to have about 9 more like him now.
And I imagine you sent a number of your players off to military service over the years.
Yeah, we actually have. We have a young man who is right now just finished basic training in California. Help me here, long-haired bull.
No long hair anymore.
No, believe me, that was the big surprise.
Yeah. But it's got to be pretty. It make you feel good as a teacher and as a coach to see that.
We actually have the Florida State close defender went to Sussex Tech, and his brother is playing at Lenore Ryan. So we've had some kids go on to play collegiately too. So we're pretty proud of that also. But
That's Sussex Tech. We know them from they've had a successful football team, and your basketball team had a really good year this year. And I know you've had some success in some of the girl sports, and I know this year you guys are kind of rebuilding, but you'd like to think that maybe the lacrosse program is up there with some of the other sports as far as bringing some good publicity to Tech.
Yes, I feel we have a good draw. I mean, although we don't have a direct feeder program like some other schools, I feel that we have some people who come to our school and represent the program greatly. Whether it be they're great leaders or whether they have great lacrosse skills.
Now we're going to turn our attention to the task at hand. St. George's. I know you guys have to get out there in a few minutes to St. George's. do you guys know about St. George's other than it's another tech school? It's like Vote Tech battle tonight. Do you guys know anything about St. George's, and what should we expect?
We actually talked to the St. Andrews coach. We think that they have a couple pretty good lacrosse players. Number 15 is a good lacrosse player. They have an outstanding pole. We think Thomas is a good match for their face-off. They had 65 kids about the bus, so they have great numbers. And when you look at them out there, they're just big kids. So it is kind of the tech pole. One of the things that does hurt us is, and Thomas meant, we don't have a feeder program. K-Pass, Atlantic, Lacrosse, and 2 middle schools. So we're always kind of, trying to pick up kids, and they don't come to Sussex Tech play lacrosse. They come for the academics. So
obviously, the school is rather large. I don't know how many kids are in the school now.
1,200 kids. 1,200.
Okay, so it's one of the bigger. So a lot of big schools down here because they're kind of spread out. So you guys cover a little bigger area. But are you excited to play here at DE Turf? And I don't know if you played here before.
I played here a little bit over the summer for the summer league that we hold for our team. But I'm very excited to play here tonight. We have a great atmosphere coming up to the game tonight.
Under the lights, it's not cold out, which is nice. So we got to hope the rain holds off for you.
Not
right?
too hot, not too cold, just right. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't want to. You don't need it 85 or 90 degrees out. So we're going to take a break here, or we're going to wrap it up. We're just going to take a break. We're back right after this message on 302 Sports. So don't go away.
As a military wife, I love helping our airmen and their families with financial tools to help provide financial stability.
I promise to make a positive difference in your financial life, from helping you to lower your payments to discovering ways to help you save for your children's future.
From the needs of college students and first-time auto buyers, I promise to identify and take ownership of your needs.
Local people, local decisions, Dover Federal Credit Union.
Life's too short to hate your home. Remodel your home with the pros voted Delaware's #1 home improvement company. Ferris Home Improvements has something for every homeowner at their new showroom on the corner of Kirkwood Highway and Harmony Road in Newark, Delaware. Explore products and layouts with the area's top designers. Touch and feel products that inspire your dream space. Ferris Home Improvement's pride in the details make them the area's best in roofing, windows and doors, siding, decks, kitchens, and bathrooms. Want a professional, no-pressure remodel? Go see the best at the Big Shamrock on Kirkwood Highway. Ferris Home Improvements. Quality workmanship from a neighbor you can trust.
And welcome back to the Delaware Army National Guard Game of the Week pregame show. My name is Mike Lang. I'm joined by Nate Gorski.
Yes, sir.
And Jared Pheasant from, I don't want to mix you up with the other Pheasant on the team, Jared Pheasant from St. George's. Is that your brother, Cody?
Yes, sir.
Are you guys, he's a junior?
Yes, sir.
And you're a senior, so you rule the roost and you get to come on and he doesn't.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, so St. George's is 5-2 with wins over Mount Pleasant, MOT Charter, St. Elizabeth's, Concord, and Newark. Losses to Caravel and St. Andrews. And Coach, real quickly, you can tell us who on your team we should be looking for offensively, defensively, and who's going to be your goalkeeper tonight?
I'll start with the goalkeeper. He's the one that is kind of our foundation, our rock. So, Seth Agusowicz. He's one of our seniors. He's been a leader now for us for 2 years. He's had that starting spot, and we look for him to have a good game. He's coming off of a really good game, so we're looking for him to continue that work. 23, Jared. He's our 4-year captain, and he's one of the ones that's helped me build this program and get it to where it's at right now. So he's main defensive guy. He'll be running some long stick midi as well, and he's just a workhorse and a jack of all trades. So he'll be out there a lot for us. Offensively, you can look for his brother, 15, and got a 2 pair of attackmen that are both seniors, Matthew Neal, 18, and 22, Jake Fry, who have starting to come out and show what they're capable of and really put some big numbers up.
It's a pretty senior-heavy roster. Just taking a look at it right here.
Yes, sir.
And 5-2 is kind of the season. How would you assess your season? About which you pretty happy with where you guys are?
I am happy, but if you ask some of the guys, they're probably not. They know where we fell short, and they know looking back what exactly we should have done, and they've they've been able to move on from it, but still have in their mind what mistakes were made so that they can capitalize it and focus on not letting it happen again.
Now, Jared, from a player's perspective, you have a lot of experience here. How would you assess the season thus far? You're about halfway through.
I would say we're doing a lot better than I thought we'd be doing. Like, our team's really stepping up, seniors are really stepping up, taking control, and now we're starting to get a flow, and we're just going to keep on moving forward.
Do you know anything about Sussex Tech? Have you had a chance to look at any video, or is this you guys kind of come in here just not flying blind, but pretty close to it?
We're flying pretty close to blind.
Yeah,
we just come to play. We psych ourselves out when we look at a team's record or videos or who they play. We like to come in blind and just play our game. And
so what should people expect from St. George's? Is it a real aggressive game? Do you like to score goals, or everybody wants to score, but you're more of a defensive team? What would you say? What type of team the Hawks are?
If we don't work together, we don't win. Like those games against Caravel and St. Andrews, we worked together in the beginning, and then towards the end, everyone started to get a little selfish, and we weren't working together, and that's where other teams really pick up on us when we start to become selfish.
Now, Coach, I understand you got hit some of the same traffic we did coming down here tonight. It's a lot of traffic out there, but just to get your guys down here and for you to get down here on this, I know you guys have a turf field at your house, but your place, to get down here and play in the game, really the game of the week here in Delaware, under the lights here against Sussex Tech. How excited is it for you to have the spotlight to yourselves on a Friday night?
It's really cool. We're really fortunate to be involved in part of this. I told the guys coming in that a lot of teams aren't getting this, and we got to take advantage of it. A lot of people don't really know what kind of team we are, who we are, and yeah, this is the first time we're playing Sussex Tech, so we don't know much about them, but I told the guys, just play our game. We can make it a battle of tech schools if you want, but just keep in mind we know what we have to do, and let's do that. If we do it well, we'll be all right.
So, Jared, you're a senior. What's up next for you?
My plans are to go to Wilmington University. They're giving me a scholarship to play lacrosse there, and I'm going to study in nursing, something in medicine. I really just enjoy helping people, so that's my next step.
And like St. George's has that kind of program for you?
Yes, sir. Right now I'm in EMS, Emergency Medical Services, and I'll be a certified EMT by next month.
How about that? So if you need trouble and you're in the Middletown area, you can go look up Jared. Do you live in Middletown?
Yes, sir.
So if you're right below the bridge, that's the guy we want to look for is Jared. What do you guys, any final thoughts on tonight's game or on your season that you want to tell everybody who's watching?
Like Jared said, if we just take it one game at a time and enjoy what we have in front of us and control what we can control and take care of that alone, I think we'll be all right. And just allow the kids, like you said, I have a lot of seniors. We see that. I just want them to enjoy this last year and not look back and regret anything.
So our games get very emotional towards the end if we're losing, if we're winning, because we know that winning will take us farther. And I don't think SG has made the playoffs ever, so we're hoping to make it for our first time this year.
Well, they're still in play in the Blue Hen Conference Flight A because I don't know if you have played Concord, so and Newark, so you're 2-0 in conference. This is not a conference game, but you guys are in good shape. And we know you have to get out there and warm up and get ready. But Nate and Jared, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm glad I didn't call you Cody because I have a tendency to do that sometimes. But good luck tonight, and thanks for joining us. And have a lot of fun.
Thank you. Thank you. Glad to be here.
All righty, we're going to take a short break. We're going to come back. Jason Winchell's going to join me. We're going to wrap up the show. So don't go anywhere.
Hi, I'm Scott Kammerer from Solo Concepts. Solo Concepts is an award-winning restaurant group on the culinary coast with 10 locations. We're a chef-driven group. Come check us out. See you soon. Solo Concepts believes in the vision of our founder, Matt Haley. Cook beautiful, simple food, develop the people we work with, and make the world a better place. Solo Concepts on the culinary coast with 10 locations from Lowes, Delaware to Fenwick Island. Come check us out.
The Hadley Group is your local real estate resource. Brian Hadley joined Patterson Schwartz & Associates in 2005. In 2013, Nicole Flora joined Brian, followed by Emma Burnett and Grant Jepp in 2014. That's when the Hadley Group was formed. Patterson Schwartz Associates offer you exceptional knowledge of local market conditions and a commitment to represent you honestly and professionally. So for your next purchase or sale, think the Hadley Group. Visit our website at thehadleygroupre.com. Mr. Italian began his career in home finance in 2002 as a mortgage consultant. Since 2002, Brian has helped over 1,000 home buyers achieve their dreams of owning a home. Brian's knowledge of current market conditions and his detailed evaluation of buyers' finances ensures that each buyer will receive the best mortgage to fit their needs. Brian is often commended on how efficient and effortless he makes the mortgage process for everyone from first-time home buyers to investors to experienced buyers. For the loan that fits you, contact Brian today.
And welcome back to the DE Turf Sports Complex in Frederica. My name is Mike Lang, joined by Jason Winchell and Chris. I'm sorry, Chris, forget your last name from
Giacomucci.
I knew that last week, and it's right through my head. Well, Chris Giacomucci from DE Turf. Chris, I know that unfortunately, because of the inclement weather threatening, we have too much electronic equipment. We just can't get out there and put our equipment at risk. So we're not going to be able to bring you the game tonight, but we do have a game coming up Monday. Just tell us a little bit that one.
We do. We're going to change it up. We're going to have girls soccer. So we've got Padua. You know, everyone knows Padua when it comes to girls high school soccer is going to take on Appoquinimink High School, the Jaguars. So, you know, Coach Joe Brown is going to bring his squad. Again, they had a great matchup a couple weeks ago against Cesar Rodney, you saw. And so, you know, we're looking forward to a great matchup. So far, every single game in the National Guard Game of the Week has been really great matchups, really nail-biting games, and that you know that speaks to the schools. I think an added level of competitiveness. And again, I just want to thank the schools. I think they're doing a great job of really showing the spirit of what this whole partnership is about to the National Guard, is to create opportunities. You know, get the National Guard in front of our schools here in Kent County and across the state of Delaware. So so far so good. I think we're moving quickly through this spring already. We got week 3 here, and then we turn around on Monday for week 4. So
yeah, Monday we're hoping the traffic on a Monday afternoon, early evening is not quite as bad as it was today. Jason, we just talked quickly about the Padua-Appo game on Monday. The Padua playing today against Smyrna. We don't have a score in that one. Padua obviously is the reigning power in girls soccer here in Delaware. What do we know about Appo? And do we know much about them?
Appoquinimink is, you know, got off to a slow start this year, but their schedule is the hardest in the state right now. I mean, they've played 5 ranked teams already, you know, and went 2-3 in those 5 games. So, you know, they're sitting right there at 2-4, but they're a really good team, and, you know, every time they play Padua, it's a 1-goal game, so I expect nothing less than that here on a Monday.
Alrighty, so once again, we want to thank the coaches, Golosinski and Coach Gorski, for joining us, and also for Jared Pheasant and Thomas Barrett, who came in to join the National Guard. Congratulations to that young man.
That was fantastic.
And, Chris Giacomucci for setting that up for us today. Wish we could bring you lacrosse tonight, but this stuff ain't cheap, so we gotta protect all our equipment. But if you're in the area, you still have time. Drive on over right off Route 12 here and Route 1. Come on over to Frederica. Come on in, watch some good high school lacrosse. It's not cold out. It's a nice, pleasant evening temperature-wise. Just bring an umbrella, right? That's all
you need.
That's it.
Great facility.
Yeah.
You know, great. You know, everything's here right for you. Parking's great. Snack bar. So come on down and watch the game.
We appreciate everything you guys are doing for with 302 Sports and how you're really trying to create a brand for Delaware High School athletics. I think it's great. That's why I wanted to work with you guys, and that's why I think these games are so exciting. So thank you for the work you guys are doing. Great job.
No problem. We enjoy doing it, Chris, and like I said, we wish we could stick around tonight and do the game, but I think that's going to about wrap it up here from Frederica. So for Benny Mitchell behind the computer and Jason Winchell, Chris Giacomucci, I'm Mike Lang. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you on Monday night.